What's up, everybody? Welcome back to 20,000 Films Under the Sea. Tonight, we'll be doing our spoiler-free review of Star Wars The Acolyte. So, grab your lightsaber, crack a few kyber crystals, and may the Force be with you. What's up? Welcome back, Fish Fam. This is 20,000 Films, and I'm joined by three of my favorite people in the world. Firstly, we got Brevin, the dude. My boy Devin Stanford. How are you doing today?
Doing good, brother. Doing good. I'm just chilling. It is my day off. I'm hanging out at home. I've been playing video games today. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, okay. Very chill. Very chill. What you sipping on, actually?
This is some Voodoo Ranger hard charge tea.
Dude,
So
Voodoo
it's
more than
Ranger is
three.
solid. I'll give him a pass because Voodoo Ranger is solid.
I'm not
It's
saying
really good.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's three words.
Yeah, it's fair.
It's three
I'm not saying
words.
it's bad. I'm saying it's typical.
Yeah.
This stuff
I
is
would
really
expect him to
good.
drink something like that.
And it's 7%, and I've already had a couple.
Okay, 7%.
Yeah, it's like twisted tea, but tastes way better. I'm not even joking.
Mine's
I've
10%.
never had a twisted tea, to be honest with you.
I've had a twisted tea. They sell bags of twisted tea. That's like the
Jesus.
equivalent
Yeah,
of
I've
14
seen
cans
that.
for like $15.
That's crazy.
Yeah, me and my friends
That's-
get that when we go to the river.
They
Damn.
said in this economy, you deserve a twisted tea.
That's true. That's true.
I don't know how to segue that, but we are also joined by Ernell's Thai Peanut. It's Xander.
Hey, what's
Xander.
going on, guys? I'm glad to be here. It's a Friday. I'm not normally here on Fridays, so
Yay.
what up? Also, I was thinking now that we have Garrick be eating, we should just have Devin be sipping. You know what I'm saying?
Devin B flavors.
Yeah,
Devin be
yeah.
sipping.
I've always been
What-
sipping. Devin be shotgunning. You remember that era?
Listen,
Oh,
I'm
Jesus.
looking. No, the era that I want back is the 5 swipe man. That's what I want. That's the one that I want.
No, we're
Swipes,
good.
dude.
I want
We're good.
that
No,
era
I
back
do miss-
without the consequences of that era. You know what I mean?
I do miss Boba Tea Devin on occasion.
Yeah.
Oh.
Boba Tea was a good time. Boba Tea Devin was a
Yeah.
good time.
We'll wait until we can go out there and have some boba with you.
Stop it. It was not a good time.
Boba Tea was a great time. I don't know what you're talking about.
Speaking of
was
a
great,
great
dude.
time, we're also joined by my tapioca ball, Ernell Pearson. How are you doing
hey.
today, brother?
Shark Daddy for
Hey.
Prez 2024. I'll take it. Hey,
Tapioca ball.
So two things. One, Xander has the best shirt here. Thank you, Xander.
for sure.
Appreciate it. Good Driftaway merch. But I have the second because I got my brand new Final Fantasy VII T-shirt.
That's
From,
pretty good.
nice.
But like
From
this is
Prestige
pretty
Apparel.
good too, though.
Xander hates that shirt, so I can't say that it's the best shirt. A best shirt here.
This
Well,
might
Xander
be
hates-
yours.
Xander
Xander hates
Xander-
Final
no one knows.
Fantasy.
You-
Xander
you ha-
hates Final Fantasy.
You have to.
so-
You have to sell Xander. You know what I'm saying? You have to sell Xander. Well, what
All
shirt
right,
do you guys
Xander.
have?
Don't look
shit.
how she stares at you. You
Now-
know, she's
now-
just looking into your soul.
New
She's
York.
just mean.
New
mugging,
York. Okay,
you know?
New York. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
gotcha.
I mean, you can check the back, dude.
New
Hey.
York.
Can we
That
just
was
talk
flat.
about that we all we're just all dripping today, and that's all that matters.
Number two. So I had up until about 40 minutes ago, I had no nicotine today.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I
Step in the right
tried to
direction.
go as long as I possibly fucking could. I did not bring any Zens with me to work today. I just got my Ripple and just fucking full sent it. Bad choice though. Why? Ask me why, Xander. Ask me why.
Why? What is a bad choice?
So I got the variety pack thing, like the starter kit thing, right? That comes with like 6 like their main flavors or whatever. Firstly, I want to say Ripple, it's interesting because it gives you vape without giving you vape. It's sort of the LaCroix of vaping, if you will. Where like the first flavor I put in was mango. And I hit it.
Okay,
and
I've had that one.
It felt like someone breathing hot air into your mouth while someone was yelling mango from across the room. It felt like that, and I was like, not bad, because mango anything tastes good relatively. Today I was just like, fuck, I gotta go to work. And I just grabbed the first one that was like in there just so I could try a different flavor today. I grabbed lavender, and
I have not had that one. But that's the
so here's the thing. Don't grab that one. I got arguably I haven't tried the other flavors yet. I'm going to just say this is the worst flavor, and I was stuck with this worst flavor all day today.
Not only that, but isn't that like one of the like sleep blends or something like that?
You know, I mean, maybe I was big time sleepy today. And
there you go.
Might have been the sleep blend, dude.
I have to double check. I gotta go look in my bag. But, I mean, you can confirm for me. But today actually did okay. I wasn't grumpy today until I got done with work, and I was like, "Fuck, I don't know if I can keep doing this." And so Maryland had like these like Zins that are not Zins, or like a vape brand that started doing them because Zin's dropping the ball. She was like, "Here, try it. Just take one of these, you'll be okay." And so I stuck that, and I was all right. But I went the whole work day without any nicotine, so I'm getting there, boys. Solid. I'm getting there. I'm gonna step by step.
You gotta ease into it. Yeah. Ease into it.
Just so we're aware, so the lavender flavor, known as Dream, by the way, has herbal extracts of valerian flower and jujube seed. So
yeah, and all of those are things that are in sleepy time tea. I'm a fucking idiot. So and here's the thing. I will move on because I want us to talk about this fucking content today. I want us to have this conversation. I'm gonna take my time with it. I will say every time, because I could have just asked like my parts room assistant downstairs in the inventory room, go and get me some Zins, right? I've done that before. Like, hey, run to the store. I'm all out of Zins. I'll buy you a drink, right? And he's like, buy you a drink. And then he goes. He juts off, comes back, a couple Zins, right? I didn't do that today. I did not look for my. Every time that I thought about doing it, I remembered what DJ said and said, skill issue. See,
I had to explain to my mom what that meant today.
Yeah, because I saw that she saw the clip on our Instagram. She saw the clip. Your mom liked our video.
Hey, let's go.
Yeah, I saw. I was like, oh, I know
family friendly content.
I was like, I think I know that name.
Having to explain what skill issue means is actually the hardest thing I had to do all week.
Because we just know. We just inherently know, right?
Yeah, but I'll ask you guys, like, how would you explain skill issue to someone who's never played video games ever?
I mean, the term is mostly used in video games, but like, I mean, it's pretty universal, right? Like you say, like skill issue, like
in a way,
I see that as like, oh, he wasn't, he choked during the Super Bowl game. That was a skill issue.
Why
you know
it's
what I mean?
funny? You know why? Like what was I trying to say?
Sure.
Yeah, like I had to explain it in a way. I had to say like, oh, people say it to you to just like tell you to get better.
Yeah, right. You kind of suck, right?
It's your fault, but it's not your fault. I had to explain it, like, you know what I mean? It's not a mean thing I said.
Were you doing it in Vietnamese too? Were you doing it?
No,
okay, okay, all right. I was gonna say that's a whole other way.
If I had to do it in Vietnamese, dude, I think I would. I think I would explode. I wouldn't be able to do that.
But speaking of exploding, though, DJ.
Yeah, but speaking of exploding, I don't have a good segue.
We're exploding on your faces,
guys.
like...
Actually,
Jesus Christ.
Guys, like this is unrelated. It's unrelated, but I wanted to tell you guys, dude. I've moved from I moved from boxers, or no, I moved from briefs to boxer briefs. Okay, I'm a boxer briefs man now, dude.
Let's go,
my boy. That's I honestly,
briefs,
I believe that's the first step towards like adult manhood. is transitioning to boxer briefs, like 100%. I feel
Yeah,
like.
I think
Low key, dude.
Yeah, this is my second day.
Boxer
on
briefs
Boxer
are so
I think it's-
cozy.
I'm so proud of
Yeah.
you, DJ. I'm so proud of you, dog.
Yeah, and it's super cozy. You're right. You know, and this podcast is cozy because this is 20,000 Films Under the
Attaboy.
Sea, your
Attaboy.
choice for all the nerdy pop media news, reviews, and discussions you want each and every week. If you like that, you can head on over to our Discord channel where you can submit questions and topics to the show, get exclusive content, and have early access to episodes before they go live on a podcast and video service near you.
Devin, get it ready. Get it ready.
But if you empty your pockets for the latest and greatest entertainment, that's cool with us. You can watch us record the show live right here at twitch.tv/Good Show, just like Esco is in chat.
We
just
love you,
like
Esco.
maybe Garrick. No, Garrick's not there.
Nope,
All right.
nope. That's okay.
he's taking it his day off, dude. He's
He is, and I'm glad. I'm
really
glad.
is.
Like he should.
I've been chatting with him for the last half hour.
Leave the man alone. Leave the man alone.
leave him alone.
You know what I mean?
He texted
Leave him
me.
alone.
Okay.
Don't reply.
Yeah, leave
so
him
you
alone.
ghost him.
Did he ask
Block
you
him.
if you watched Tires
Block
yet?
him.
Here, I'm gonna text Garrett. And I'm gonna tell him leave.
I'm
Xander
in a
alone.
book club with him. Okay, leave me alone.
If you have Amazon Prime, you also have Twitch Prime. Tell him, DJ.
Prime Gaming.
Thank you, Devin.
Thanks, DJ. And we would love for you to give that to us to help keep the lights on and cameras rolling. But you can also support us by going to our YouTube channel, hitting subscribe, or by leaving a review on our podcast channel by searching 20,000 Films Under the Sea, and we'll be there waiting for you.
DJ, did you hear this? Did you hear this?
No, I haven't.
Oh
Wait.
yeah, Victor.
Oh, yeah.
So good, dude. So
I
good.
made
It's
that.
pretty good.
I made that
That's
for you.
Thanks, man. Xander,
Yes.
we have some director's commentary. Check out our
Oh,
latest
yes,
episode of Death Ratio, where we talked about our most anticipated games for the remainder of 2024.
Good conversation.
Um,
Good conversation.
Yeah, great conversation.
It was an okay
Also, check out
conversation.
our latest splashed image on YouTube, where we played the Concord Open Beta.
Fun game.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Game.
Yeah. I was thinking about it a lot today, actually. I think I want to try to get that another swing tomorrow.
Yeah,
sure.
Get some rounds in. I'm kind of into it. I want to get back in that. A little fun. I want to shoot people and like shield up. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tank people. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go,
You
boys.
dude. Yeah, for sure. Also, no splash damage next week because you know what's happening next week.
What's happening next
seeing
week, DJ?
Deadpool and Wolverine.
It's
baby.
about fucking
We're
time.
doing it finally.
I'm so excited. Let's fucking
I'm
go.
so stoked. I'm so
This
fucking
movie is
stoked
about
on
to make
this
$1
shit.
billion gajillion opening
I
week.
fucking
It is.
hope, man. I really hope.
Good. I'm gonna say 300 million domestic opening weekend.
Opening weekend.
I'm sticking with a
okay.
billion gajillion. So
I'm gonna say 100,000. 100
I
million,
think
excuse me. 100 million
it'll be
opening night.
Oh, I'm talking about like I'm
The whole
talking
week.
about the
Opening
whole
weekend. I know. I'm saying opening
Yeah.
night. They're gonna knock out a third of that.
I
So you
think-
think by Friday?
I think so.
I think
so.
it'll be at least
Mm.
$2. At the very least, $2.
at the very least,
good.
yeah, no, you're right. You're right, dude. You're so right.
Last question though, before we move on here. What Devin posed this question the other night. Which popcorn bucket are we all getting?
I wanna
Because there's
get the
Deadpool and there's
one.
Wolverine. Like, are you guys gonna?
I want the Wolverine one.
I want the
I'm
Wolverine
getting-
one too. Yeah.
I want to stick
No popcorn.
my whole arm down his gullet. Dude.
DJ's like, I'm gonna get the Ghostbusters one that came out for Ghostbusters.
Did you see?
I want the alien one, dude. I want
Yeah, the
Xenomorph one.
Romulus. Did you see that one?
I trust me, I did see that one. Got me nice and hot.
Yeah. Apparently, everyone was sending that to Bruno this week.
Yeah, I was like, stop it, leave me alone.
No. He was like,
Yeah.
stop it.
Stop. Stop.
Fucking, like always sunny. I'm like, oh my god, that's disgusting. Where can I find it?
Here now.
What's happening, DJ?
What do we have going on for the people next, brother?
My friend, we have The final cut.
The final cut.
down.
The final cut down. Mm-hmm.
Well, for the final cut, ladies and gentlemen, we will be doing our spoiler-free review of Star Wars: The Acolyte, baby.
Let's
My
go.
goodness. Oh my goodness gracious.
Oh goddamn!
Incredible.
Mm.
Incredible. Incredible. Star Wars: The Acolyte is an investigation into a shocking crime spree, pits a respected Jedi Master against a dangerous warrior from his past. As more clues emerge, they travel down a dark path where sinister forces reveal all is not what it seems. Ooh.
I'm biting my tongue with
This
that
was the first episode released June 4th. A whole month ago.
Wow.
Wow.
one. Wow.
Vector.
And the last episode was released July 16th, so literally 3 days ago.
Yes, sir.
Since this
Quite literally.
Literally.
quite literally.
Quite literally.
This is directed by multiple directors on different episodes. I think they divvied out. We expect this from high level shows on these streaming platforms. Multiple directors directing multiple episodes. So this is directed by Hanel M. Culpepper, Alex Garcia Lopez, Leslie Headland, and Kogonada. These directors are known for directing SWAT, Westworld, The Witcher, a lot of Marvel. I believe Alex Garcia Lopez was directing a ton of Marvel. Marvel
Big on the
shows.
Punisher and Daredevil.
Well, he did a lot of all those shows, the Netflix ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and actually, Kogonada, he directed 2 of the episodes of The Acolyte. He actually directs a lot of like documentaries about film directors, like different directors like Tarantino, Wes Anderson. Like he was on some projects that like really dive into like all their styles and stuff like that. This is written by Jasmine Flournoy and Leslie Headland. They're known for which is really I found interesting. Jasmine Flournoy was on the crew for the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and now is a top writer for the Star Wars: The Acolyte, which I think was really fun. And the show called this film called Terriers, and Leslie Headland, Bachelorette, Russian Doll. I think Russian Doll is the most popular one.
Russian Doll's a good
from her.
show.
Good show. Yeah.
This music for the show was by Michael Abels, who did a lot of work with Jordan Peele on his movies, Get Out, Us, Dope. He did music for all of those.
Just to comment on that, and it's not spoilery or anything like that, but if you stick around for the whole show, the ending notes, the violin at the end of the final episode, dude, that felt like Get Out to me in a way.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, I love that.
Yeah, the little like that stuff.
Yeah.
Like a little violin sting at the end. That was really nice. But go on.
Yeah. This had a budget of $180 million. We have no box office because it's a show. The runtime is 8 episodes, about 40 minutes per episode, 36, 44. We'll meet in the middle, about 40.
Gotcha.
We have some fun facts. Devin, you want to read the first fun fact?
Yeah, absolutely. So the series takes place in the final days of the High Republic era, roughly 100 years before the events of Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. This is the first live-action depiction of that era of Star Wars.
Sure is.
Yeah, very exciting. Very, very exciting. Ernell, you want to take the second one?
I got you, dog. First English-speaking role of Lee Jung-jae, a native South Korean. When he was offered the role of Master Soul, he had only 4 months to learn English. By the time filming began, he had learned enough to perform his lines.
And he does an amazing job.
Added notes on this too. Apparently, he fucking crammed years of English lessons into this 4-month period enough that his like tongue and mouth were fucked up by the time that they like
Really?
came to filming. Yeah, like his tongue was like torn up and shit from trying to like enunciate things differently. Dude, he's a fucking king for this. For pulling this
Yeah,
out,
oh,
like,
for sure, dude.
I mean,
Insane.
he said, "I'm gonna be the Star Wars week. Fuck yeah, I'm gonna do anything that it possibly takes to make sure that that's dope, right? Like that's
And it's
so
almost like
sick.
you can't even really tell, like especially like coming from an Asian background, and you could probably attest to this or no. Like coming from an Asian background, like he sounded like he had been practicing for a solid few years.
He sounds like
know?
he was living in the States for at least a decade.
like he
right,
sounds
like-
fluid.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
It
dude,
was,
and
it was absolutely amazing.
it was so jarring just like seeing him and knowing he is natively South Korean and that's his native language.
Yeah.
Just seeing him speak English was also jarring. Just like, whoa. And then see
Yeah.
him speak that well, you're like, dude, has this guy always been able to speak
For
English?
real,
Right,
dude.
that's
For
what
real.
I'm
thinking too.
saying, dude.
Because he was
Like, I
speaking
really
English
might
at
really not.
like Jackie Chan after Rush Hour. Like after Rush Hour.
Yeah.
Like that's how good he was. Like, and then Jackie Chan was living in the States for a really long time prior to Rush Hour ever being fucking filmed. Like, bravo to him. Devin, your hand was
bravo.
up.
Hell
Sorry.
yeah, dude.
Yeah. Another fun fact I wanted to put up, and I'm sure we can all attest to this after watching the show, but Manny Jacinto trained for 4 months straight every day,
And
See it.
preparing
You
for
can
his
see
fight
it.
scenes.
You
and
can
he
fucking
looks
see
like
I'm-
it.
dude. I'm trying to
He
get there too.
fucking looks like, because that man.
Bro.
Listen, I'm just saying. Okay, the show did some things for me because one, we'll talk about it. Two, there was one scene specifically where he's choking someone out, and I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
dude, homeboy. So he has a background in dance, and he trained in boxing and martial arts every day for 4 months.
Some of
And,
those
I'm
training
telling you,
videos
the
are
moment-
pretty fucking cool, dude.
dude,
Pretty
watching
fucking
those
cool.
videos of him like
yes, dude.
of him practice his choreography for his fight scenes, dude, that guy will fuck anybody up. If you put 2 like batons in his hands, he will fuck you up.
Fucking
I will
Phil-
gladly
Philippines
allow
on the
him to fuck
map,
me up,
baby.
dude.
Let's go. dog.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Like,
Yes, sir.
okay, I think I've mentioned this like from the beginning, like what like as the show is running, I was like basically live tweeting my feelings towards Manny Jacinto.
Yeah.
I don't swing that way. I don't
Uh-huh.
swing that way. But for Manny Jacinto, yes, I fucking do. Okay.
Okay, I got a question
Okay,
for
you
you.
creep.
Okay, I got a question for you. Him or Simu Liu?
Dude,
Oh,
Manny
it's-
Jacinto.
Dude, I mean, like, that's
Who?
tough, though. That's tough, though.
Simu
Like,
Liu?
dude. All right, we can move on, DJ. Go ahead. Who's going first, man? Like, what are we doing?
Well, let's get it started. I mean, I wanted to, who wants to go first? Who's chipping at the bit? You know what I'm saying? Who wants to? or
Fucking,
no,
just
Take it away, brother.
just fucking
Take
give it to
it.
me. Okay. Oh man! All right, so I suppose I might as well hit the home run here and preface this by saying first and foremost, I actually kind of enjoyed this show. It like more than a lot of people have apparently, which is not hard to do because a lot of people don't really like this fucking show. I had a good time with this. Because for me, it was like, this is Star Wars, right? There's a level of disbelief you must suspend because it's Star Wars, right? Like I've seen people on the internet be like, oh, that thing on the last episode, that doesn't make any sense. That's not how that works. And I'm like, none of this is how that works. Literally nothing in Star Wars is how it's fucking not real. It's sci-fi. None of this is how it fucking works. They can do anything they fucking want. It's Star Wars, dog. Like, you're supposed to go into this and just have some fucking fun, man. Like, I get it. Like, these fucking Star Wars fans, like, as a Lord of the Rings fan, okay, I get it. because if they went into, you know, Lord of the Rings shows and they just started botching a whole bunch of stuff based off of content that I read a long fucking time ago, I'd be like, okay, that's a little bit weird, right? But some people are taking it to another fucking level that is just insane to me. Insane. Because none of the shit these people are fighting for is even canon. None of it's canon.
For over a decade. It hasn't been canon for over a decade.
It's not canon. Why are you fighting for this so hard, dude? I don't want... Anyways, that I just wanted to preface going into this conversation because seemingly to me, I was watching this and I was here for it every single episode. Now, this show does have some issues, and I think that to sort of echo what Devin was saying to me the other night, it does feel like a Star Wars show. It's a Star Wars show. Like it's not a movie. It doesn't hit that caliber. But this show is fucking rad. Look at the context of like what we're dealing with in this show. And if you just look at that on paper, that's some of the coolest shit I've ever fucking heard in my life. Are you kidding me? Like I don't want to say too much because obviously this is spoiler free stuff, but like right. just the not even like the stakes, not even like what this means for Star Wars, but just on paper with our main characters that we have, the things that happen in the show, the things we see happen prior to the main events of the show, all of it, it's fucking cool. It's so fucking cool. And now we're diving into this whole section of Star Wars that like we've never traversed before on the screen. And now we're discovering even more about that, what that can mean in this like gap of Star Wars that was never really explained outside of the now non-canon novels. It's fucking sweet, man. Dude, Master Soul is such a compelling character in this. And having this show be weirdly Asian coded was something that I felt like I was going to be a little bit weird about, because all Star Wars is kind of Asian coded, right? Like we understand that with like the Jedi and like what that means, like because they're supposed to be representatively samurai is the idea, right?
Yeah.
And so all of Star Wars is pretty Asian coded, but this was really Asian coded enough that the
wizards.
Enough that they actually put Asians in it. And at first I was kind of like, okay, is this going to be a weird Disney thing being Disney, right? Is this going to be Disney doing weird Disney things? And we got it. And I was like, this is fucking sweet, dude. Because not only was it just like, oh, we're just going to throw Asians in here, right? They fought with martial arts while doing their lightsaber battles. And that was fucking cool. May, straight up ninja. What the fuck? Like, I was not expecting that in the fucking Star Wars universe, because we never got that before. The closest thing we got was Darth Maul. And like now getting this, finding out that there's assassins in the Star Wars universe, finding out there's a whole sect of people, which we kind of knew about because we've played Star Wars games and done that stuff. But yes, stuff.
If you guys should watch Clone Wars and all of Rebels if you haven't yet, because assassins and like cults and all that kind of stuff. No, for sure. I
know that it's present prior to this, like in the continuity of Star Wars, but we hadn't seen it on the live action screen yet. Right. And that's kind of like I'm sure you guys can agree, that's sort of like the core experience most Star Wars fans have, is the live action stuff. And so for a lot of people, it's not really canon in their head until they see it in front of them on the big movie screen is typically what happens. And now, because of Disney incorporating stuff, we see these things happen on these shows between Boba Fett and The Mandalorian and like, you know, these great shows that so far a majority of them we've really liked. You know, like these shows haven't been bad for the most part. There's been, you know, I think one or two that we were kind of like, yeah, it was fine. But like none of them have been terrible. And I think that when we look at this show, if we think about outside of the complaints that some Star Wars fans have been having, because as we've beaten the drum on before, Star Wars fans kind of suck, right? Like we've come to terms with that, right? If we look at
Went
this
out of their
show,
way to dislike our video too, dude.
yeah, I know. I hope they do. I hope they do letting me go first. Like, I hope that they're like, oh, fuck this fat fuck, right? And they just start disliking
just
this
wait till
video.
you get to
Dude. Like, I pray that they dislike this video, because if it means telling you fucking nerds that you guys are so up in your like, listen, I give Devin this shit all the fucking time. Okay, there's people dying in the streets. And you're worried about Star Wars not fulfilling everything you want in your weird headcanon? Dude, I don't know how to fucking tell you guys. Tissue is really cheap on Amazon if you want to fucking cry about it. Okay? Like, I can't watch these people make a fucking fool of themselves any longer. Because I watched this show, I burned through a majority of the show in fucking 3 days. Okay? 3 days straight. And I was buckled the fuck in for all 3 goddamn days, because I watched the first 3 episodes as they were rolling out long time ago. I started back up on episode 4, and I was like, oh shit. Shit.
I'm not gonna go into detail, but isn't the end of episode 4 like the most ominous entrance of a character ever?
The little the Kanye West ass, like floating down from the sky, dude.
Ominous entrance you've ever seen in Star Wars,
dude. And he's
coming out of the shadows, just straight up floating out of the tree,
dude. And like he's such a good villain in this. Like, he's such a good villain in this. Like, I don't understand the complaints anymore. Like, after watching the show in its entirety, I'm like, what the fuck were y'all talking about, dude? This goes fucking bonkers, man. This show's so good. We have a good villain. We have good main characters. Like, I get it. The kids are having some trouble kid acting. Well, fucking most kids have trouble kid acting. Like, get over. Like
yeah, there's not fucking prodigies here, dude.
Star Wars has always had shitty kid actors.
Star Wars has always had shitty acting. Like, Star Wars has never been some pinnacle in fucking cinema. Like, Star Wars has always been, yeah, it's good. Like it's not Interstellar. It's not the Batman. There's so many movies that are just like out of this fucking world because of the acting, because of the production. Like, Star Wars has never been that. Star Wars has been good sci-fi because it's dope. It's a dope universe, has dope characters. Like, that's sweet, dude. Mark Hamill was not it back in the day. He
is now, though. He is now.
He is now. But he was Mark not Hamill. It back in the day, dude. I don't know if you guys remember.
Hold on. Back the fuck up. Back the fuck up.
No, listen.
What'd you say, DJ?
Did you hear DJ
He's
just
a
now?
Zionist, dude. He's a Zionist.
Yeah,
fuck Mark Hamill. He signed off on it, dude. He signed the damn letter.
Here's the deal. Here's the deal. Outside of that, because that's a whole shipwreck show episode that we can get into on that. But if you look, I don't know if you guys remember, but there's an entire 3 movies that came out after the original 3 that for years got shit on. Years, right? Phantom Menace, all those movies got absolutely fucking destroyed for years. And then the new trilogy came out and everyone was like, oh no, the originals are good. And I'm like, I fucking remember you assholes. I remember you fuckers, because you guys do the same thing every time new Star Wars comes out. You guys have the same fucking complaints every time. Oh, this doesn't make any sense. Why would they do that? Fucking George Lucas signed off on it, man. Like, he's the guy.
If it made sense to him, dude,
he's the guy, dude. It's like if they went to fucking, the writer of Lord of the Rings and they were like, oh, we want to do this and this. If he says, yeah, sure, that makes fucking sense to me, then you fucking do it, dude, and you deal with it. You deal with the repercussions of what that means in the universe. It's crazy, man. It's crazy because, like, I really enjoyed this fucking show, and I can't wait to hear what you guys have to fucking say about this. Again, it's not perfect. It has some moments that took me out a little bit because of the acting, because of some of the writing. But generally speaking, the story beats in and of themselves, and how these characters were so emotionally driven. I was in the whole fucking time, man. I was in the whole fucking time.
Hell yeah, brother. Yes,
All right.
sir.
Who's
Well,
next?
we're
Fucking
gonna
good.
switch it over to Xander.
All right.
Xander.
So let's go.
I was ready. I was
genuinely
ready.
We're all in, man.
Dude.
We're all in, dude. Like, I know.
Dude, Xander messaged me first. Okay, Xander messaged me. He's like,
Oh,
no.
you sent the message, you bastard.
He said,
He
me.
went to mom when dad said no.
Okay, but before Xander goes, I want to refer to chat real quick because we got a couple of messages. Sir Chase a Beard, love you, Chase. Hey, welcome in, baby. Let's see. He said, where was it? Where was I saw here? I literally say all the time, like, no matter what we say, this is what we. Oh, no matter what we say, this is what we got. So make the most of it. Right, like that. I think that's a pretty blatantly clear way to perceive this thing. Garrick, young Anakin, got bullied over his child performance of the character. Star Wars fans never change. Yep, 100%. Anyways, okay, I rescind it to Xander. Go ahead, dog.
So much like my boy Ernell, I do want to start off my review with a small message to the Star Wars fandom. The large number, specifically the large number of people who seem to hate everything within this fandom that they claim to be so passionate about. So just so we're aware, there are two distinct types of people within this community, right? There are the people that love the lore established within not only the mainline universe and canon, but also like the Legends canon, and look forward to seeing how that kind of gets interwoven into our live action canon that's considered the main universe or whatever. And then there is the snot-nosed sad sacks of shit that cry because there's fire in space. Okay, like shut the fuck up. Look at me. Shut the fuck up. Okay, you don't hate this show because it lacks more profound writing. Shut the fuck up. Okay, you're not critical of the show because it has issues with pacing. Okay, that's normal. Shut the fuck up. Okay, just shut the fuck up.
We know why.
You sit there and you review bomb and boycott and shout to the digital heavens that this show is an abomination because it goes against what you and your gatekeeping cronies believe to be the end all be all of Star Wars lore. Okay, if I have to hear them cry about lesbian witches one more goddamn time, I will fucking go ballistic.
Oh
okay?
my god!
Can I say something on that real quick?
Devin has his hand up.
They approach this fandom with a Trump supporter like mentality, and I'm just fucking done with it. I'm fucking done with it. Devin.
Dude, so I got in an argument with somebody on Facebook. I was like, why don't you just wait until the show finishes and progresses so you can get the whole story and see what they're doing? Because they're just leaving breadcrumbs on what's going on and where this is going. You don't even know the whole story yet. And he was complaining about that. And guess what? Not even 2 episodes later, they fucking call them Night Sisters. Not even 2 episodes. Not like that was a spoiler to any of us, right? Like,
well, no. I mean, that goes deeper, but continue.
And there's different sects, like SECTS of Night Sisters.
Oh, we fucking in Star Wars, bro.
Yeah, different different covens, dude. Different,
actually, we're not.
Yeah,
That's the point. We're very much not.
there are different covens. If you watch Tales of the Empire, it shows that too. And also if you watch Rebels and yada yada yada, there's different covens. I mean, they even talk about it in Ahsoka. They even mention it in Ahsoka. You know what I'm saying?
So it's like very present in Ahsoka.
Yeah. And the fact that people are complaining about this and like, oh, they need to look like that. No, they don't need to look all the fucking same. Okay, it's a fucking galaxy.
Years before.
Yeah. I mean,
Anyway,
even the Jedi even dress different. Like, come on.
That being said, this show is not without its missteps. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh no, this was fucking like the best Star Wars fucking whatever that we.
Yeah,
it doesn't have the best dialogue. Okay, it doesn't have the best pacing. Like, I watched it episode to episode like once each week and stuff like that. But then like as I'm going back and like kind of like reviewing it, I can see there are very clear pacing issues, and like even some of the dialogue was like kind of like questionable in my opinion.
Yeah, agreed.
The thing, or the just where this show excels, is what makes me love Star Wars as a whole. It made Star Wars fun again, right? Like the choreography was by far the best I have seen in a long fucking time. Like a long fucking time. Like just straight up, like there's a moment where you have one of the Jedi doing the fucking Hayden Christensen twirls, dude. Like I'm like, dude, what? This is insane. Like I was like literally on the edge of my seat most of the time, especially when like the action was picking up. And like on top of that, like the series wasn't afraid to create actual stakes in the game. The story that they were kind of telling here, like we were able to take a deeper look at the Force and how it operates, and genuinely just I might just be a little bit biased because I've loved the Knights of the Old Republic. I love that era of Star Wars and very much akin to how I approach our own history. I love ancient history. Like I'm very into that shit. So it's like, it was kind of like, this was made for me in a way, you know? But it's just, it really pisses me off to see how so many people kind of like have this other agenda approaching a fictional piece of work and try to impose that on their opinion and try and like make it so that, oh, you know, this is not what Star Wars should be because of X, Y, and Z. Well, X, Y, and Z doesn't really fucking matter.
Yep. Yep.
But I mean, despite my official score for this initial run of the Acolyte, I still loved the show and what it sought out to do. It pains me that based on what I'm seeing, there's a strong chance we won't see this story continue into a season 2. From a business standpoint, viewership numbers are relatively low. It sucks. It really sucks because I think more people, if you genuinely love Star Wars and everything that is what makes Star Wars fun, go watch this. Like, please.
Yeah.
Is there?
Agreed.
Nice. Well, we gotta move on to Devin because Devin's got something to say, man.
Yeah.
Something to say.
Obviously, you guys have already covered. Fuck the haters. That's all I'm gonna say on that. But yeah, this show is really fun, and they did a lot with incorporating original Star Wars effects, a lot of practical effects. They even used a lot of wire work for their choreography, very reminiscent of like Crouching Tiger, very reminiscent of The Matrix, and I thought that was really fun. I mean, you can't get oh my god, I'm fucking spacing. Yeah. You can't get
Indara.
Yeah, you can't have her in this show and not incorporate any type of action like that at this point.
I mean, she's Trinity, man. She's Trinity.
Exactly. But I thought the show was really fun. I think I'm going to talk about its faults first and then talk about its pluses. I feel like this was rushed. This could have benefited heavily off of 2 or 3 more episodes, in my opinion. Just because it feels like some of the characters' choices were really like rushed, you know, like I get some of the motive, but especially with Soul, I needed more like elaboration on that personally. Soul's a great character. I understood why he wanted to do what he did, but I do really think that that it almost didn't make sense. Like, why did you just do that? You know what I mean? Whether it be impulse, whether it be impulsive or not, I think some better writing could have been at play for that part. Yeah, and you know, some of the stuff. I wish I got more of Torben. I wish I got more of Kelnaka. It would have, because like, especially with referencing that Torben's like a great master and super powerful, right? And they do show that in a way too. But I wish I got more of that, you know. That's my personal views on that. And the actress that plays May and Osha,
Amandla Stenberg.
yeah, some of her delivery felt kind of stale. Some of it, not all of it, but some of it felt like stale and like emotionless, you know. And she's supposed to be a very emotive character because they talk about how emotional she is, and that's why she couldn't do this or that, you know. And it wasn't portrayed very well for me personally, but she did do a good job in a lot of other things too. Yeah, I don't know.
I would say she did a fine job in a lot of other things, because a lot of the other movies that she's been in, it's been a lot of teen dramas. I mean, like, she's been in Bodies, and like Columbiana as like
she's
daughter.
only like 25.
She's very young and she's
one.
very fresh.
Don't forget the big one.
I think she has the big one. Which was the big one for you?
Hunger Games.
Hunger Games, yes.
I hate Hunger Games.
But she was
like
super
12
young
years
in that
ago,
too.
dude.
But she's very fresh, and I want to give her the leniency for that. Yeah, maybe she was casted because of her looks, and like specifically that's what they were looking for. But also maybe she was good at she did a good job, I think, playing two different roles technically.
Yeah,
especially in the finale. Like, again, no spoilers, but I think in the finale was where she really shined.
Yeah,
personally.
yeah, but it's just some other moments. It's mainly is May. It just
yeah, that's fair.
And like, from the way that they were talking about May and her motives and like doing this and that and being a part of that whole thing, I want to see that emotion. You know what I'm saying? That driving force behind all that, and it wasn't really that apparent. It was there sometimes, but not there enough. And I'm not saying it was terrible by any means. I'm not one of those. Yes, Sander.
I do want to say, like, I do agree with you in the vein of like it feeling rushed in a way, and I think that could be, and I'm just spitballing here, but I think that could be attributed to the fact that they have no idea. They had no idea that if this would ever be greenlit for season 2. So you have to think like they're probably like, oh, we want to do this, that, and the other thing, but we technically can't because we have to work within the constraints of like this kind of runtime. And then, like we gotta make sure we have these details, but then, that might get lost. So I feel like there's a lot that they could have done if they were allowed to potentially maybe go for like a full hour per episode. And then on top of that, maybe ahead of time, like push for like, hey, can we like go ahead and get like a season 2, like free greenlit or something that could allow them more breathing room, because I think that's what this show really needed. But I agree with you on that.
It really did, especially on some of those exposition like type parts, because it was just like, hey, this is what happened. This is why,
Yeah.
And I'm just like, but again, Saul, come on, Saul is fucking king, dude. Like I can't say much, but I liked his character, and I wish I got more of him, personally.
Sure.
Manny Jacinto, though, is a fucking beast. He did such a good job. He is one of my favorite Star Wars characters. I'm just going to come out and say that right now.
Right, dude.
This show has the best Sith representation we have gotten from any live action Star Wars. I'm going to say it right now.
Oh, wow. Oh, shit.
I'm saying that right now.
Oh, shit. Okay.
He has the Stranger is one of the most powerful Sith we've seen on screen ever. Like, besides Palpatine and his Force lightning, because that's really all you see Palpatine do, and he goes with his little flippies. Sure, he is the most powerful on screen, but this is some of the best lightsaber battles that we've ever seen, and one of the coolest lightsaber designs. I'm gonna come out and say it, because it's true. It's true. You can tell. Leslie Headland is actually a true fan of Star Wars and not a shitty fan, and really wanted to add more into the continuity of what Star Wars is, and bring over the Legends lore that everybody was complaining about, that she brought in anyways, by the way, and set up a season 2 that's like, God, we need a season 2 so bad for this show. because it set up everything everybody was complaining about this and that. It's very apparent it's going to be in season 2. Very fucking apparent. And it's because of those people that complained we probably won't get it. Which is exactly what they wanted too. You know what I'm saying? It's exactly what they wanted the whole time. I'm like, there's got to be setup, there's got to be backstory, and this provided relevant backstory to lead into what they were talking about. Yes, Xander.
So I just want to give a quick shout out to the assistant fight coordinator and stunt choreographer, Lu Jun Chang, for the Acolyte.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Props to you, baby.
You did a great job. God, what Soul did that like quad kick. That like
the bicycle
quad
kick thing for a second.
Yeah, dude.
That was so sick.
But also,
you want to
not
talk
only
about
that,
Jackie Chan inspired, my friend.
That was so
But not
weird.
only that, like, and especially like, and we're familiar with a specific form of lightsaber fighting, but like the utilization of lightsabers in the fight or lack thereof that was purposeful.
The hitting and like, oh, dude, it was so sick.
Dude, the noise, the sound design of these lightsaber battles is top tier. Like you'll hear like lightsabers go right, but when they were clashing, instead of it just sparking, you could hear them hissing against each other, which was
like
so
cool.
It was so fucking
Another
cool.
fun trivia fact about this series: the reason that the lightsaber hilts themselves were bigger and bulkier were because the battery packs for the lightsabers themselves were built into the hilt. So like for Ahsoka, they were skinnier, but the battery packs were they were hidden in her sleeves. But they decided to use a similar build. I believe it was a fully constructed saber, basically. For the sake of this, so they had to incorporate the battery pack and everything inside the actual hilt. So that's why they're a little bit bulkier, but canonically speaking, it actually makes sense because it's
older. It was prior
back in
to
the ancient days.
getting those lightsaber
it's
hilts,
more
like,
primitive
down.
technology, quote unquote. You know,
and according to legends, the first lightsabers they had to wear giant battery packs as backpacks.
Yep.
So
they sure did.
Yep. So yes, I have the legends knowledge, you fucking nerds. But anyways, moving on. I really enjoyed the show. I thought it was a lot of fun. I think Manny Jacinto was great. I think Soul was great. I thought the Stranger was one of the best representations of Sith. Oh, he bumped it again.
Yep, he sure did.
Yep. And I think episode 5 is peak lightsaber battle in all of Star Wars. 100%. It's peak. I don't care what anybody says. It rivals the Duel of Fates 100%. It rivals the scene when Snoke gets killed 100%, because I actually like that fight more than Duel of Fates, because it was fucking. It was brutal.
Oh, that's a hot take. I don't know. If I agree.
I know. No, I've been saying that for years. I
feel you. I get you.
Yeah, but I think the brutality of the villain in this one, and just the sheer fear that is struck in the Jedi Knights from his display of his power, is some of the best Star Wars we've seen. And I actually like the finale, and it left me wanting more from the show, especially with the reveal in those last couple episodes too.
If I may, before you go, DJ, I just wanted to take a second to point out that this show has such a good cast, like, and you can tell, like, because outside of the girls, plural, that play May and Osha in the show, because it's 2 different girls that are playing like childhood versions of them, and then obviously Amandla plays the adult versions. But and we talked at length already about how they did okay, like they did kind of middling, but like we were okay with that. The rest of this cast was incredible, and these actors fucking nailed it for like this entire goddamn show. Like we're saying we got the girl from The Matrix, the guy from Squid Game, Charlie Barnett, this cast, Daphne Keene's in this fucking show. This cast is insane. Like if you look at this from like a third person perspective, the cast of the show is really really fucking good. That and the lady who played
Marianne Moss, by the way.
Yes, yeah. The lady who played Mother Anastasia was so fine. But I can move on from that.
Yeah.
Go on, DJ. What's your thoughts, doggy dog?
Yeah, man. I came into this. I wanted to wait until all the episodes were out to watch
Same.
this one, and it exceeded my expectations. I didn't expect to like this as much as I thought I was going to. Um, I echo the same things that you guys have said about your this show's cons in the sense that the pacing did feel weird. Especially the first 3 episodes. First two actually. The third episode was okay. First two it was a hard, like, it was difficult for them to sell me on what's going on
Same.
in the show yet. You know what I mean? Like there's things there, like they set things in place. I'm like, okay, like I kind of want to know what's gonna happen next. Like what's like, you see a piece moving within the story, but then like once this show gets rolling, you're like, oh my god, so many pieces are moving and colliding, and you're like, holy fuck, what's gonna happen next? Because this is really great. I think the cast of this show did a really great job in the writing with these characters that you don't know who you want to root for.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like the writing is so good that it circumvents all the things, like, because that's what makes a really good Star Wars like show or movie. It's that the Jedi are not always good and the Sith are not always bad, in some ways, in some aspects, right?
Yep.
And
I don't know, man. I was team the stranger as soon as I saw his arms. I was like,
I mean, yeah, man. It's definitely,
he had me at pieces a lie. I was like,
it's definitely crazy, dude. It's a crazy show. The choreography and the fight scenes really shine for me. Definitely some, you can see the contrasting styles between these lightsaber users, and like how they go about fighting, and then we can really see how and in and of itself, the fighting in and of itself uh breeds more context into like some of these characters, like especially when Master Soul is fighting our antagonist. um Basically, he you can see he's very reserved in his fighting style, but then like once they push him over that edge, you can see him get really aggressive, and it's like, that's not how a Jedi is supposed to fight, dude. I didn't know Jedi had hands like that. So he's going in. He's like, dude, I may be without my lifesaver, but I'm not out of options, man. I'm fucking uh Devin.
I gotta point something out just because you were talking about how that's not how you're supposed to fight. He does the forbidden move. The forbidden move. He's locked, turns it off, and then turns it back on and strikes. Like that is the forbidden move of Jedi. It is viewed as dishonorable, and he fucking did it.
Xander.
not only to what you're getting at too, I thought the same. I think we're talking about the same thing where like they just start duking it out, just like just no fucking lightsabers involved.
Oh, I had so sick.
Okay, I dude, listen, hear me out. I had such a fucking hard on during that part. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Dude, you're telling me these motherfuckers can actually fight with their hands?
Yeah.
What the
Yeah, dude, and it makes sense. That makes so much sense, because I'm like no, like I understand, like, all these, it's like it's kind of like in a sense, an honest duel when like they're both using their lightsabers, and like both sides, like Sith and Jedi, have like a code or like a principle they follow. But like, I think it's way more interesting when like they just like they say fuck the rules. Like eat both of them. They say fuck the rules.
Yeah, dude.
I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to end you.
Just,
Like that makes sense.
dude.
Like none of like unless you're fucking Master Yoda, I don't think you have the composure to stand toe to toe with your lightsaber the whole time.
I would argue
Even Master Yoda
could throw
gets pushed to
hands.
the brink.
Yoda
Yoda
maybe
can throw
might
hands
be.
too,
He might be able to throw hands.
or no?
Sorry, I hate to derail you here. Two things. One, to kind of Devin's point here with Soul using the forbidden move, right? You guys notice that the stranger did the same thing on Crack. The thing that he did. I was like, fuck. That was crazy.
Dude,
that shit was
that
fucking nuts, dude.
My
Like,
heart dropped. I was like, damn, they really gonna do those characters like that?
yeah,
Like-
dude. Well, and here's the thing, like, we've never seen someone use technique like that.
Yes, we have.
Like-
One time. Kylo Ren.
Kylo Ren was like the
headshot.
and we know too that he was also this sort of like untrained aggro, super aggro fighter in that kind of way too. And this didn't felt like that. This felt like precise, and like everything he did was with purpose. And so like that made it even more horrifying, to the point that we were making earlier. Good. I guess we're second moments here, sir.
This is not a spoiler in any way, because this isn't referenced at all in the show. But I'm wondering if we do get a season 2, if the stranger has any connection to the Knights of Ren in any way, because Kylo Ren's theme is played during that episode, and also and fights in a very similar way, just very abrasive and lots of chaos.
Okay,
Are
Xander,
y'all done? Like, I want to talk about this fucking
we need to let
show.
DJ talk. We need
Can
to
you
let
guys
DJ talk.
shut
Yeah.
the fuck up? I'm like, okay, we'll do the whole full 3 of you guys. And
I
Devin
didn't know.
goes
I didn't know these
again,
guys were
and
gonna
then I'm
clap
like,
in, dude.
all right.
I didn't know these guys were gonna clap in.
I'll just rate it now, dude. I'll just rate it now.
I think DJ needs to speak.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. DJ, go ahead.
God damn, man. Like, I'll just give my rating now, dude. You guys want to talk about this?
No,
shit?
you had
I
no point. Because the reason I put my hand up in the first place, though, is because I was kind of feeling where you were leading into, like the instance of like Jedi and Sith, right? Like
Yeah,
you were talking
yeah.
about that last. So kind of take it from there.
Yeah, but I'm saying I was more pointing out like the writing and like how these moments that we see throughout this show lend to the bigger picture of the plot.
Mhm.
Like we see more of these characters and how they fight. Like we learn more about them, how they fight, and like what they choose to say and what they choose to do. And I think that's great acting. I think that's really great acting, or at least great direction. Because it's definitely like you said, I don't know, did he actually like turn it like with the like did he actually turn it off? I thought he just went
No,
stab,
so
stab,
it was
stab.
his backhand one that he was
Yeah.
using, because he was blocking with this.
Yeah.
He had his
Yeah,
short
and he
one,
was-
and he just went like
Yeah, he just went,
like turned it off and on really, really fucking fast.
I
And
just
was
assumed
like,
he
"Oh,
just went like South London, and he just just
I
just shanked the
so-
fucking-
Stop, stop, stop.
Xander, what's up?
I've been trying to link that in chat, but please don't click on the link. It's not just look. So it's known as Trikata. It is a style of lightsaber combat that involved turning the blade off and on during a fight. A skilled saber wielder who did not follow the traditional rules of lightsaber combat would be using this form, basically.
I like it.
It's similar to, like, if you think of it as just like forms of martial arts in general, that's what that is.
Yeah, nerd. All right. Anyway,
Fucking loser.
Okay.
It's just- I'm playing. I'm playing. Look, it's like just watching that and seeing how these characters act and move and like how they interact with the world. It definitely it lends itself to the story, and and you create theories about what's gonna happen next because like you can tell each character has their own motivation to do something, and I think that's a sign of great acting. Like I think the entire cast did a really great job. Even Amandla as both May and Osha, our two main characters here. Um, I think she did pretty well. I know you guys were saying like you guys didn't like some of her delivery on some things, but I think it might be like direction of like the direction they chose
Mhm.
because you got to think about how both of them they besides Osha, May never grew up with other kids, right?
Yeah.
So like it would make sense that like May would be like she is very she has a lot of anger and like of course like she's supposed to be emotive, but I think like she doesn't know how to use it, especially when we're seeing her journey like trying to finish this quest. um she's like, oh, I don't know what the fuck to do, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
right.
like I just want to find my sister, that's it, I just want to, you know what I mean, um or whatever. um I do admit like maybe like her as Osha, Amanla as Osha is sometimes it can be kind of weird, like some of her line delivery was not the best,
Exactly.
but
Yeah.
because like she grew up with the Jedi and like and stuff and like uh you would expect a little bit more from her, but I digress. Um this show is really good. I enjoyed myself towards like the back half of this. After definitely after episode 5 I was hooked. Definitely after episode
Mhm.
5 I'm like,
Mhm.
"Oh shit." You
Mhm.
know what I mean? And cuz I really do want to speak on like how good the writing is cuz the way it's set up, like when we're introduced to the stranger, his the first time, Manny Jacinto's character, right? Or not the stranger. Manny Jacinto's character. Uh, we see him first, right? And he's kind of aloof, and we see the layers of him uh revealed throughout the show, right? Um, and we're like, well, who is he really? You know what I mean? Like we can't like throughout the show we can't really pin who he is besides like a few scenes that he has with another character. But you still feel like, is he being manipulative? Is he still playing this
He's
long
kind of
con?
sus, even when like in the beginning, right?
Like that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Like it's you feel it throughout the show. You're like, I mean, like Xander, like, yeah, you're right. I guessed it immediately, but even after that, I'm like, is he? Are we? Is he cool? Like, does he like? Because he has more power than he lets on. He definitely holds back. You know what I mean? He definitely holds back. You know, because like that shit at the end where he's like, I'm like, you could do that the whole time. You could just do that shit the whole time? What do you mean? Just like wave his hand and do that? And
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I was like, okay, so there's more to you. There's more to you. And I want a season 2 from this. I pray to God we get another season of
Oh
this
man.
because it's so good. It's done very well. I'm interested in these characters. Like
I'm gonna
at the
reverse
beginning,
psychology this shit and be like, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna fucking happen.
yeah,
Based on the
yeah. I
numbers
mean,
alone, because Disney is a business. Viewership is next to Andor, and Andor didn't get a fucking season. It's not gonna happen.
Andor
like
has a season 2.
But Andor is not continuing because Andor has like the second or like about the same amount of viewership, and they're not continuing on after that.
After season, but they are doing a season 2.
They are, but it's ending after
Yeah.
season 2. What he means.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like there's a cutoff point.
God, Andor
Yeah.
was fucking incredible.
Yes.
Yeah, because
Continue.
Like I said, like we are in agreement that that's probably one of the better pieces of Star Wars content, but like
Yeah.
they're kind of cutting it off.
and guess what? It's fucking connected to I don't know. Like dude, I'm addressing the fucking the haters of this show because I assumed seeing such hatred, like I knew it was Star Wars fans, but I thought maybe like there was more criticism for this show. But after watching, I'm like, dude, this shit's fucking hype, bro. I don't know what you're talking. Like, you're just mad that you see a black woman on screen for the majority of the movie. You see Asian people, you see people of color. Like the white guy, freaking dies, dude. Fucking.
Arguably, I will say this
lesbian.
in
They're not even
in a
lesbian.
show
Like-
that is predominantly minorities. The fucking white dude had the best fucking choreography. Like, dude's fucking
Dude.
just throwing the shit at him.
He
Like,
went pretty
he's
fucking
deflecting
nuts. He
bullets
went
left
pretty.
and right.
Torben went
Dude,
pretty
he
fucking
went
nuts,
fucking
dude.
crazy, dude.
That was
You see why I
wild.
want more of Torben. because
Yeah,
of
dude.
that
I was like,
movie.
fuck. Like, I agree with Devin. I wanted to see more of those characters and like why, but I understand why
Yeah.
we don't. I understand why we don't. But like, there's that one character. He's fucking
Mhm.
cool as fuck, dude. He's fucking cool.
Yeah.
The way that I feel to the haters is the way that Soul deflected the sabers that were
just-
thrown.
Ooh, like
was
oh
so
my,
fucking
what a
cool.
what a
the
fucking
way he
move.
just puts his lightsaber and he just go,
No, dude.
That
How
was
how
Probably
did
the
how
closest thing? That's the closest thing to like the Force repulse that we've seen
Yeah.
since like the fucking the fucking games with Star Killer, like the fucking just like
the big pushback,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
No, dude. Like a better example would have been Torben's fucking shield thing. Because like
Mhm.
that dude was like I wish we would have gotten more of him because that dude would have been unfucking
That's what I'm
stoppable,
saying.
bro. Unfucking
Dude,
stoppable.
I think that's why,
dude.
dude. He had to die for.
He
plot
was OP.
reasons.
He had to get nerfed, right? They had to nerf
to the ground, dude.
they had to nerf
dude.
the entire Star Wars universe by making sure that they didn't go any further with that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. So, and I will like to say like, bro, these people complain about stupid shit. Dude, when the episode 5, I think it was the end of episode 5 or start of 6, dude. It was like, oh, why is she cutting her hair with a lightsaber? Why would you use that? Like, what else are they gonna
my
use,
God.
dude? What? It's right.
oh
You
my
could have
God.
used a knife, brother.
It was
you know how
fucking
long
cool.
it would
It was
take.
fucking
You know
cool,
how
dude.
long.
Flip shit right there.
Like,
Like,
You know
I'm
how
like,
long
are
it would
you
take
kidding
to
me?
cut off dreads with a fucking knife, dude? You're sawing at the fucking shit. Dude.
Also,
It's
she
efficiency,
premeditated it. She like sat there and she thought about it and like sat there for a second before she did it. Like it was like good.
Well, that was a stupid
detailing
way
in
to
that.
cut your
fucking
hair. Like
sense.
you're jealous that your hairline's receding, dude. I don't know what to fucking tell you, bro. Like, what are you talking about? That shit was fucking cool. Like, dude, I just don't get the hate for the show. Like, there is some valid criticisms, like that we've all of us
Yeah.
have said. And if you're watching this and you thought we were gonna hate this fucking show,
Fuck you.
Nice try, buddy. Fuck you.
Insert coin, try again, fucking losers.
Yeah,
Like,
bro,
Where's
like,
my write up?
I-
Where's my write up? Oh, yeah, it says shut the fuck up like 5 fucking times. Yeah,
Yeah.
shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's definitely a really cool show, and I want to see more shows live action of this era. Like I feel like
Yes,
we
Go back
we
further.
desperately want that because like this is a different. This
Give
is
me
a
Darth
different.
Revan.
Yeah, dude, we're never getting Darth
Played by
Revan, I'm
played by
sorry.
Keanu Reeves.
We're never
Nah,
we're
he's too
never
old
getting
now.
Darth
He's
Revan.
too old
Yeah.
now.
We're never getting.
It's not gonna happen.
So
dude.
sorry, we're
Just
never getting Darth
Temper your
Revan.
fucking expectations, guys. That's
They
not gonna
did,
happen.
because like.
They canonized him. They did
did.
canonize
It's
him.
not gonna
They did.
happen, man.
But it's not
Like,
gonna
we're not
happen
that
because
fortunate.
you know why?
dude.
You know fucking why, dude. It's that these Star Wars fans will never be happy, even if we did get it, dude. I swear it would
He's
get
not.
reviewed on
That's
the day
not
that
the one
he's
from
not.
the
That's
game
not
of
what he's
that-
supposed to look, dude.
Fucking,
Shut the fuck
oh my
up,
god,
dude.
we know exactly how that would go. We know exactly
Dude,
how that
hey,
would go,
'cause
man.
They're never satisfied. Never. You can't accept that something is just fucking cool. And if Star Wars just fucking catered to you, like 5% fucks that read every book, every fucking expanded universe bullshit, dude, then this franchise would go into the fucking ground, because people will go to the movies and they're like, what the fuck's going on? Who is that? What's that dude? Why is it? They don't fucking know, dude. As a casual viewer of Star Wars who thinks it's fucking cool, I barely know
Thank
any of
you.
the lore outside of the live action or the animated series. Like I don't care about all this other bullshit, dude. Like, it's cool, fine, you have that. But that's what that's for. You have that. Be happy with that, dude. This is live action shit. This is us. This is what we want.
Can
Yeah,
I tell you
but-
something funny?
Last things here, because we need to tie things off. Devin,
This
go.
is just for all you fucking Legends crybabies out there. There's a video on YouTube of like a writers meeting with George Lucas in his own home, and someone brings up Mara Jade, who's a Legends character, and he immediately goes, "Shut the fuck up, get the fuck out." And the guy keeps trying to talk about it, and George Lucas is pushing him out of his house and slaps him upside the head and says, "Don't talk about that character. It's not my character. Get the fuck out."
Yeah, dude. But yeah,
Xander.
Xander.
My last point to talk about, like, this show is doing something that I want the Star Wars universe to be doing, okay? And it's taking beloved non-canon stuff, like stuff from the High Republic novels, and potentially in the future things from the old Republic games and novels and stuff like that, and making it make sense into what is now known as the mainline canon. Okay, it's a way to incorporate the things that we love that are technically not canon and making them canon. Okay, it might not work out the way that you thought, but they're trying their best, and we're trying to make Star Wars fun. Okay, so shut the fuck up, grab your goddamn popcorn bucket, and enjoy the fuck out of it. Or so help me God, or Buddha, or whatever the fuck you believe in, I will come over there and shove the popcorn down your goddamn throat. Got it?
Yeah, and admit that you some of you guys just need to admit that you're just fucking racist and homophobic, and just
Yes,
don't.
please. Thank you. Just
like-
admit it, dude.
Like, if this cast was all white, dude, you would fucking eat this shit up. I'm not gonna. And you're like, no, the writing's still bad. No, you shut your mouth, dude. If fucking if there's any notable white actors in this fucking film, in this fucking show, you would eat this the fuck up. I don't care. You would. You would. And don't lie like you think, "Oh, well, I'm not racist." Dude, come on, man. But yeah, let's get into the ratings. Or no, what would you rate this Star Wars show?
DJ.
And should people see it right away?
Yeah, I do think people should see it right away. I mean, if you have Disney Plus, fucking why not? If you have Disney Plus and you're a Star Wars fan, fucking why not? Don't.
It's packed in with Hulu now, dude. So you can like.
Yeah, you can double pack that baby boy in, save yourself a couple dollars. Don't listen to these fucking morons, man. Don't do it. Go into the show, have a good fucking time, love Star Wars the way that you should love Star Wars, right? Because we're all in it, man. We're all in it. We all love Star Wars, okay? Love it right. You know what I mean? Love it with care and compassion and patience, because at the end of the day, it's all cooking to something. You know, like y'all picked Kevin Feige. You know what I'm saying? I'm kidding. Our Star Wars Kevin Feige it is more so a better way to phrase that.
Dave Filoni.
Filoni, yeah, thank you. We have good Star Wars content here that, yeah, you should watch it as soon as physically possible if you're a Star Wars fan. If you're not a Star Wars fan, maybe not. Like, you probably don't need to sweat this too much, but for us Star Wars kids, like, yeah, sure, definitely watch it. I'm gonna give this movie a clean 7. I'm gonna give it a nice 7. I think that it is good, and the things that we get in it are phenomenal. The some of the acting is kind of pulls it down a little bit for me, and some of the like we mentioned, the pacing issues. If we didn't have those things, this would have been a 9 all day for me. A 9 all day. Like if they would have cleaned up some of this like story beat stuff a little bit, and if they would have cleaned up some of the like general just sort of like dialogue and how they were, you know, the exposition throughout the course of the show, I think I would have liked it a little bit better. But I think 7 is okay for this for me. You know, 7 feels justifiable for the show. So yeah, I'll go with a 7.
All right. So with the 7. Xander.
Yes,
Would you
sir.
rate The Acolyte, and should people see this right away?
Well, I'm going to give you the reverse of it. Okay. So, should you watch this? I'm going to echo Ernell and say that if you are a genuine Star Wars fan, like I'm talking like you don't have some fucking built up whatever the fuck of Star Wars in your head. You just enjoy the world of Star Wars as is. Yes, 100% watch this show. Okay. It is just a fun ride all throughout. And god damn, I cannot talk more about the choreography enough. Like it just, the choreography alone is just, oh, it's so fucking good. It's so fucking good. Please watch it. And even if you're just like into like stunt work and choreography and stuff like that, go ahead and watch it too. I mean, let's throw that out there because like literally that is like the one thing that I cannot gush about enough. And ultimately my rating, like we said, pacing wise, I wish Disney had more faith in this project. I wish we were given 60-minute episodes. You know, I wish there was more because as the official synopsis states, it is kind of like a murder mystery in the beginning. I wish we spent all of season 1 focusing on that murder mystery with like little bits and pieces kind of like throughout, kind of like a B plot, you know, like wait, something else is cooking, and then we get the rest of it in season 2. Like I feel like that would have been a much better way to approach this, but unfortunately because of that, I can't give it the score that I wish I could. But I actually have it written down here as well, a 7 out of 10.
All right.
Yeah. All right. 7 out of 10 from Xander. Devin, should people see The Acolyte right away, and what would you rate this show?
If you're an honest to God Star Wars fan who just enjoys Star Wars, then yes, watch this. If you enjoyed the prequels, if you enjoyed the originals, if you enjoyed parts of the sequels, just watch this.
Parts.
Have fun with it.
Parts, he says.
There, you get.
That's fair. That's a fair statement. I get you.
Yeah. If you haven't watched Andor yet, watch that shit right now, though.
Goddamn.
I'm gonna give this show an 8, actually, because I've said it to you guys for weeks. I think this is one of the best dark side reveals that we've ever gotten in Star Wars, and I think it's some of the best choreography we've gotten. And the Stranger is one of my favorite dark side characters I've seen. So I think the show deserves an 8 out of 10. If it wasn't for the pacing and some of the choices and writing in this would be like a 9.5 for me. But it did some stuff so well that I was gonna originally give it a 7.5 is what I thought until I saw the finale. That was my original rating.
Okay.
But I thought they did the finale well, and it left me with wanting more. And I think if a show leaves me with wanting more of it, I think it deserves to get into that great tier for me personally, especially with what it did do well.
Great,
so,
as in GR8. Get it?
Yep, exactly.
Okay,
Exactly.
Yeah, fuck up,
eight is great. 7 is good. 6 is okay. That's how I look at it. Anything below a 6 is terrible.
No, that's what ones and twos are for. You guys are
into
crazy,
Tinder.
man. You guys are fucking crazy.
Oh no, that's no. 2 is dog shit. 1 is abomination.
Have we ever rated A zero?
Yes.
Have we ever given a zero? I don't think we ever.
Maybe.
I think the lowest we've given was a 2.
No,
Collectively.
1. I've
No,
given
one.
ones.
No, but I mean collectively
Ones.
though. I think the lowest we've gone is a 2.
As a collective, yeah, it was like a 2.
I can't remember what
yeah.
that was
I don't
for
think-
though.
Madam Web.
That's right.
Damn, we rated
Dude,
Madam Web
I'm
higher
so
than
glad I
Rebel
wasn't
Moon.
on that.
I don't know. I gave both of those a 1.
I think Rebel Moon was the 3. On average.
I think
It was a 3.
so. And that
and
feels
that's
right
Ernell's
too.
fault.
That
That's
feels
Ernell's
right.
fault.
Ernell was
Um,
like, oh, was it-
Yeah, no, he was. He
4.
was.
I mean, like,
Fucking
fucking,
good at 3.
fucking Army of the Dead like can have an ass.
I'm pretty sure
Anyways.
my write-in I gave it a 4. I'm pretty sure I gave it a 4 on my
Yeah,
write-in.
it's your fault. It's your fault.
Because the movie has to be real. No, I'm not having this conversation with you a million fucking
But
times.
yes, this is an 8 all day for me. Best dark side representation that we've gotten in a very long time. The Stranger is top tier when it comes to dark side characters.
DJ, how
Sir?
about you, dog? Should people
Mine-
watch this right away? And what's your score?
Yeah, I think you should. I think you should see it right away. Even if you're not a Star Wars fan, I think you should just go watch it and see if you like the universe of Star Wars. Maybe this will help you get into the world of Star Wars. Because I think it serves its purpose in that way. Like, there's nice like political unbalance. There's like fucking like secrets and fucking there's like there's cool action scenes. Like this show has a lot. The show has a lot, and I think it'd be cool. Like Manny Jacinto alone is probably just enough for some people to watch. Cause like there's some lesbians I know.
You pronounced it right.
Okay.
You pronounced it right.
Some
I'm just saying.
lesbians I know that have never touched Star Wars with even a 10-foot pole. And they saw one edit of Manny Jacinto coming out the water, and they're like, I've been a Star Wars fan ever since I was born. I watched
I mean,
every
man,
movie,
I'm
read
saying,
every
dude,
book,
like,
you know what I'm
that
saying?
shit was
Listen,
crazy.
those
Yeah,
That's
arms,
crazy.
dude. It makes me want to just.
Yeah, dude, just
Okay.
Hold on, I got this.
just start
Alright,
start lifting.
All right.
Oh yeah.
For audio listeners,
Xander,
Xander's
out of
pumping
all-
iron right now.
Out of all of us, Xander is the one who was closest to looking like him. Like, I don't know why you're
Dude,
there.
Halloween
Like,
is coming up, man. You gotta get ready.
Oh,
gotta
there
get
you
ready.
go. There you go, Xander.
He can't hear.
I'm
us.
gonna keep doing this until you close it.
Okay. All right.
Okay. All right. Well,
it's-
I'm going to rate this
Okay.
an 8 out of 10. An 8 out of 10. I think it deserves
Okay.
an 8 out of 10. If like we said, if they fixed up some of the things that we had issues with, and if we get a season 2, I think this show deserves way higher. Because it's done very well.
Mm.
Very, very well. But yeah, 8 out of 10 for me. So that
That puts us as an
rounds out to 7.5.
even 7.5 from Good Kraken. Let's go. That feels right. I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Dev, you cool with the 7.5?
I'm cool. It's not an 8, but I'm
Yeah.
cool with it.
Yeah, Xander's beat, dude. He just got another workout in. I wish I could. I did arms yesterday. I did all my entire arms yesterday, so I'm
Is it tired in here, or is it just me?
I think it might be just you. I think
Just you, Bell. Just you, Bell. My
Yeah.
shoulder's kind of sore. I've been playing a lot of cornhole at work because
dude.
my work's company picnic is next weekend, and I
so
have
you've
to
been
I have to
practicing?
play in the tournament for my warehouse team. Because we have
Okay.
different departments and or maintenance services. I'm playing as our representative. Well, we're playing against the office,
He's
the
trying
head
to
office,
represent, dude.
and then the U store, we're all split up into different things. So I have to play to bring our championship back home. So I've been holding
Do you
corn,
have
bro.
to underhand it in cornhole, or can you just fucking
You don't
swing that
have
shit
to,
in?
but if you do overhead, you're getting too much velocity forward and you want more velocity downward so that it
Right.
doesn't slide. So underhand is just a little bit of a better
Yeah, I
you-
just
you
imagine
want that
there's a
shit that
pro,
Yeah.
imagine just some pure athlete comes to a cornhole tournament and you just starts fucking chucking shit in the hole, like just
Just
bing,
the Tom Brady of
bing,
cornhole,
bing,
dude. Like
bing,
crazy. That is
bing.
crazy.
There is like professional cornhole on
Yes, I've seen
ESPN.
but they have their technique. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, there's
that.
like a spin
I'm just
to
saying,
it.
like,
There's like a
what if
little flick.
somebody who didn't know, like, the underhand technique, they just fucking just chuck that shit into the fucking hole. But
I'll
you
chuck
can
it in
start
the
chucking
hole.
shit into our hole because this is 20,000 Films Under the Sea. Your choice for all nerdy pop media news. Reviews and discussions you wanted each and every week. If you like what you heard, you can head on over to our Discord channel where you can submit questions and topics to the show, get exclusive content, and have early access to episodes before they go live on a podcast and video service near you.
My
But if
man
you
can't
empty your
make a
pockets,
segue out of anything, and he comes up with that
but if
at
you
the
emptied
end.
your pockets for the latest and greatest in entertainment, that's cool with us. You can watch us record this show live right here at twitch.tv/Good Kraken Show. You can also support us by going to our YouTube channel, hitting subscribe, or by leaving a review on our podcast channel by searching 20,000 Films Under the Sea, and we'll be there waiting for you. But until next time, what's
With
it you people say? May the force be with you.
Victor.